Hey Taurus, this reading is for you. This is going to be Saturn and Aries. Okay, so Saturn went into Aries May 24th, and it will be there until April 15th, right? No, April 12th of 2028. It kind of goes back into Pisces for a little bit later this year, but for a few months. So, Saturn is about karma. It's about learning lessons. I wrote down a few of the things that we could be challenged with during this time. It's working on our impulses, the speed of which we do things, our level of confidence and motivation and willingness to take leaps of faith and start new things. For me, I pulled challenges during this transit because this is going to be over a couple of years, and then gifts. So this looks kind of difficult. I'm sorry. So your main challenge, to me, it looks like moving on from something here. It's like you're waiting for something that's ended. Look, this is Alone in the World. Okay. So we have Alone in the World. I'll read a little bit of it for you. To me, it says acceptance. It says stage acceptance, but this doesn't sound like acceptance to me. It says waiting for something to come back. When we parted ways, we promised to each other, I will wait for you and I will come back. We may have used different words like it's just for a few months, or a sharper pen like I don't need you. Still, we are waiting. Mind has lost hope, body has lost memory, but our heart is still incomplete. It is shrined into a blessed feeling of longing and desire, innocence and hope. But it is also entombed into a well of solitude and distance. It built walls to stall the passage of time, and the walls kept out everything. Will the prince come, or has the world gone silent while we waited? Waiting is a transition. It has a beginning, it has an end. Waiting is the night. Morning brings the sun of a new day. So, yeah, there's definitely a completion here because we have the World, we have the Death card. There's definitely a completion, but look at all this pain. Look at this 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords. There's rejection, but there's this kind of like, I'm happy, but you're not happy. Like it's like a pretending. There is perseverance in it. The 7 of, it's almost like you're living in this misery. I gotta see what this is. Almost like you feel like if you have some sort of sense of control, you feel like you've won in some way as well. Yours is actually kind of not as complicated as a lot of the other ones. This is actually pretty easy. Yours might be kind of short. Very unfulfilled. Very strange. You're isolated, and it almost looks like you're on the outside looking in. Look at this. Looking into a community, to a family. Wow. if you're, I wonder, even if you're with, this is strange. Okay, so what if alone in the world, even if you're with people, you must still feel isolated in some way? Because to me, this looks like even if I'm with my community, I still feel kind of like alone. Why? Let me see if I could see why. I'm on the outside. Keep getting that over and over. I wonder if you've gone through something life-changing. Maybe some of you have gone through something like life-changing that nobody else would, unless they've gone through the same thing. They wouldn't understand. So it almost feels, so I can kind of like give an idea. So like if you've gone through some sort of like illness, like cancer, or like I've gone through addiction, and unless like not a lot of people around me, because I don't really kind of associate with people, unfortunately, because it's hard to associate with the people who have gone through that, because if they relapse, you have a chance of relapsing. So I try to not that that's the only reason, you know what I mean? So like the people around me, unless they've gone through it, I understand it. That's the type of, so in a community, like people can have empathy for you, but they would never understand unless you've gone through. I can understand that. That makes sense. So you could feel kind of alone, as you know. But other than that, it could be like if you kind of went through like a divorce or something, and you're on your own now. And you're kind of feeling alone, you know? But it's almost like you're waiting. So this one's like you're waiting for something, for a person to come back. So there's a challenge in the waiting. So maybe you shouldn't be waiting, because the Aries is more like motivation and willingness to take leaps of faith and start new things. So you're waiting, you should be starting new things. See, and this is an energy of like apathy. So it's also doing the same thing not over and over again. This is like Groundhog Day. And this looks like we're stuck in this Ten of Swords. And we're just getting along, persevering. What's the advice? supposed to be processing some sort of loss and moving on to calmer waters. I don't know if it should take 2 years to process the loss, though. I feel like you're supposed to be integrating. I guess it takes everyone whatever time it takes them. But this is your challenge, so I guess it's up to you what you do, you know what I mean? How you do it. Because to me, this looks like, so we have the death card, and then we have, this is, to me, looks like grief. So it's like one life. It's like you're going through a death process. Part of your life is dying so that a new life can be born. So I guess it could take time, but it looks like you're supposed to be taking some sort of actions, and that's your challenge. Because to me, this is like you're waiting around for something to come back. And I don't think it's coming back. But the positive is, we do have some positive, because this is the gifts. Looks like you may have something new, especially if this is like an old love that didn't work out. It looks like you may have new love. Let me just look at this real quick. I have to look at this one, because this is union. I want to look at 9. I think that's a token of affection, 9. As soon as you're done grieving, gift or token of affection. It's all about happiness, feeling appreciated. Indicates romantic gestures, invitations. Okay. Surprises and thoughtful gestures. And then these are wishes. So it does look like maybe this is, so I'm going to do this in a couple ways, because obviously not all Tauruses are single. Okay. So I do feel like this message, for one, is for those who have gone through some sort of divorce, breakup, whatever. Okay, and if you're waiting for the to come back, and they're not coming back. Okay. But you have something new. Once you process and grieve that, you have something new here coming. Okay. Something better. Also, for those of you who have maybe, I don't know if there's like, if you are waiting to be appreciated in a relationship, to me this looks like a relationship or community or family, like you're waiting to be appreciated, or feeling isolated or lonely. It looks like that will happen as well, because these are gestures and tokens of appreciation. Just trying to read this more than one way, because this is the main one. I feel like, I don't know, it just seems like you feel alone in the world. It's kind of sad. For some of you, have you created so many walls? Is that why you are alone in the world? Could be as well. Let me see when that, I don't know if I can get a timing, because this is supposed to be over. I'll see when that will happen. I think it's going to depend on know if I can get exact timing because this is over a 2-year period. This is only like, these don't have years. I use moon cycles. Let's see. They won't tell me. It says surrender to the divine. I was trying to see when like that would come in. They won't tell me. I didn't do it for any of the other signs either. It was the wish. Letting go. They won't give me very much. It's some wish, you know what I mean? It's whatever you desire. It's like tokens of affection. It's a union. Very secretive. Gosh. All right, that's what I have. I'll see you next time.